thin sections. So thin sections is basically a method used to identify the minerals in a rock sample. A lot of times these crystals are so small it's hard to do our typical tests like Mohs scale and stuff like that because it's really hard to test just one of these little spots. So using thin sections we can identify what a lot of these minerals are. So you cut off a slice of the rock that's about 2 centimeters by 4 centimeters by 0.03 millimeters thick. And that's thin enough then that light can pass through it. Okay. So you've got a little thin section, a little thin slice off the rock, and then you put that on a special microscope called a petrographic microscope, which allows you to turn the sample and rotate it in different directions. And depending on how the light goes through it, different mineral grains will exhibit very distinct properties. Like, for example, feldspar under one of these microscopes shows this sort of banding pattern called twinning. Quartz appears wavy as a sample is rotated. Calcite, as you rotate it, will block the light. It basically extinguishes the light when it rotates, so you have areas that get lighter and darker as you rotate this section. So again, the whole idea is you have this thin section of rock, you put it in a special microscope, and you move it around, and depending on what the mineral is, it changes the way the light goes through it. You can kind of use that to identify the minerals that are in that sample. And again, we kind of do this because it's really hard to use our standard tests when you have these tiny little crystals that are surrounded by other mineral crystals.